Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe down below, turn on your post notifications, and that way you're notified every time I post a new video. So today guys, I am finally doing this video. I am going to be addressing some assumptions about me. I did go on my IG story and I did ask you guys to make sure to comment some assumptions about me, and that's what you guys did. If you guys are actually ready for me to address some assumptions y'all have about me, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. So the first assumption is that you don't give a about what people say about you. Of course, I don't care about certain opinions people have about me, but then the more opinions people have about you, like, can you guys just imagine having so much opinions about you in one time? It tends to kind of get to you. Like, we are only human. I'm only human. I am more of the softer side, even though it may come across to you guys that I'm not. I am actually very into my emotions and I can be a softie. I do care to a certain extent, guys. I don't fully not care. Some words do hurt me. So another assumption is that you're a crybaby. This kind of ties into the first assumption. Yes, I am very in touch with my emotions and I am not afraid to show it. Like, you guys have seen me at my vulnerable moments. You guys have seen me at my, I'm not gonna say my lowest point because there's certain things that I don't show you guys on camera, but if you guys do follow us on our vlog channel, I have had some breakdowns, and maybe that is my fault for showing you guys too much, because now I do have this image of everyone thinking that I'm a crybaby. When it comes to emotional shit, like, yes, I'm gonna shed a tear, yes, I'm gonna get teary-eyed, and if something hurts my feelings, yes, I'm gonna freaking cry. Sometimes people do have a bigger tolerance when it comes to like them crying, but for myself, I'm not afraid to like let my crybabiness out. Like, I just feel like if you're upset, if you're sad, if you're mad, like, it's okay to cry it out. And that's always what I told myself growing up. I feel like me just crying it out at that moment just makes me like feel better at that time. It's kind of like venting in your own way, I guess you can say. But I guess you can say that I am a crybaby because I'm not really afraid to show my emotions, but maybe I did screw up by showing too much like my personal life when it does come to me being a crybaby, because now that's all I ever get called is a freaking crybaby. Another assumption is you flirt with Benny. We live in a world where people think or see that it's not okay for a female to have a guy friend. I can honestly say that Benny is not a friend, guys. He's honestly family. He's become one of our best friends. He's gonna be soon to be Serenity's godfather. So the fact that some people always assume or think that I'm flirting with Benny is just crazy to me, because I've never not once ever seen Benny in that way. He's never made me feel uncomfortable in that way. Like, me, Bo, and Benny all have such a close bond. So about the whole flirtatious, I feel like it's just kind of like a thing that people always have to say. Like, I cannot be around another dude without someone saying that I'm flirting with them. The way I see it is, if Bo doesn't have an issue with it, then neither should you guys. Like, we know the vibes when it's in person. You guys only see what we show you guys on camera. I would never flirt with Benny like that. Like, that's freaking weird. He's, like I did mention, he's literally like another brother to me. I'm happily married. I only have eyes for Bo, so me flirting with another man is definitely out of the picture. Another assumption is you don't like to clean. This is totally false. Honestly, I actually love to clean, but don't get me wrong, guys. Living in a house with 3 kids is difficult to just keep a clean house. Some of you guys think that I'm literally just sitting on my ass being half naked. Like, that is never the case. I work almost all day, every single day, and if I'm not working, I'm literally attending to the kids. My life is literally non-stop. So any free time and I see a mess, I'm cleaning up. I literally cannot go to bed if the house is a mess. So late at night, before I do get to bed, me and Bo will actually be cleaning. Like, I literally clean probably like 2 to 3 times a day, because in between, like even when I do clean, the kids will see it too clean and will be like, okay, I need to mess this up, so they will mess shit up. I feel like it's just never non-stop. I think you guys have a misconception of my house being dirty, because we definitely outgrew our home, guys. We have outgrown our home the moment that we got pregnant with Serenity. But stay tuned, guys, because we do have a bigger home almost soon, and you guys are gonna see that we do not live in a freaking clutter. It's just, we just clearly outgrew our home. And I think that your guys' misconception of me not liking to clean is totally wrong, because I actually clean every single day. Another assumption is you don't like Alondra. First of all, Alondra is my girl. Like honestly, since the first day that me and Alondra hung out, I feel like we vibe so freaking well. I feel like when me and her get together, like we just bonded so good that we were able to maintain like a friendship. Since the first day that we hung out, it's been nothing but good vibes. I feel like me and Alondra do share a lot of similarities, like when it does come to like our style, like what we like to wear, like stuff we are into, and I feel like that is why we're able to kind of bond more on that personal level. As far as me not liking Alondra, guys, I freaking love Alondra. Another assumption is, are your armpits really that clean, or you use something to help you out? Help a fan over here. I do get a lot of questions about my armpits. I don't have dark armpits, so I'm gonna tell you guys my secret. Are you guys ready? So my secret is, do not shave. Do not shave your armpits. I remember back in the day when I was younger, I used to shave my armpits like almost every single day, and it was the worst mistake ever, because it did give me like that shadow in my armpit, like it was like dark. My mom growing up would always make me pluck out her armpits. Now understand why, and it's because it helps prevent like that shadow. Like I feel like ever since I don't shave my armpits anymore, a little TMI, Bo does pluck out my armpit hairs. I don't have a lot of hairs, guys. I literally have been blessed enough to have thin hair. I don't have a lot of hair, so let me just put that out there. So it's kind of easier for him to pluck it out. I did think about doing laser, that way I can just stop the hair growth, but Bo told me that it's kind of pointless because I don't grow a lot of hair. But Bo does actually pluck out my armpit hairs for me, giving me a clean armpit look. So that is why you guys don't see the shadow on my armpits, is because I do not shave my armpits. So another assumption is you want another baby boy because you want Serenity to be your only baby girl. Whatever God wants to bless us for our next baby, I'd be happy with. I've always wanted a girl at least sometime in my pregnancy, and now I have my princess. But don't get me wrong, guys, there are times that I do want Serenity to be my only girl, because I want it to just be me and her, and we have like little girl dates. Growing up as the only girl, like I've only had one brother growing up, and I've always wished that I had a sister. JJ and Damien have had each other to grow up with, and I feel like Serenity has just been rolling with the guys, and I feel like she's lacking like that girl kind of vibe. She's very rough. She is really rough, especially growing up with brothers, and sometimes I just want to give her a sister. The main reason why I always wanted a sister was because when I was growing up, I always wanted someone to share clothes with, you know, walk to school with, like do girl stuff with, and I never had that. So that's why I always put myself in Serenity's shoes, and I always think like, damn, like it'd be pretty dope if she did have a sister as well. But honestly, if God wants to bless us with another little girl or a little boy, I would be so happy. I just feel like I just want the big family vibe. So another assumption is you wear the pants in the relationship. Mine and Bo's relationship is 50-50. I feel like you always have to compromise. The way to make a relationship work is you can't be like, one has to be the boss and then you have to do whatever the other one says. Like it has to be 50-50, and you both have to compromise in the middle. And I feel like that's why me and Bo have been able to make it work for almost 9 years now, guys. Like we've been together for almost 9 years. Honestly, it's been like the best almost 9 years of my life, and I cannot complain. Like don't get me wrong, guys, you will always have like your little arguments and stuff, but that's totally normal. I don't boss Bo around, and he doesn't boss me around. We kind of bring it to the table and say like, hey, should we do this, or ask each other, not basically tell each other. In a relationship, I am the one that's more structured, whereas like when stuff needs to get done, I'm the one that likes to get it done before I have any type of relaxation, just to not be stressed out about it. And Bo's more like he likes to relax, and last minute he will do what he has to do. At the end of the day, that's where we have to meet in the middle and compromise to make each other happy. Bo wears one side of the pants and I wear the other side of the pants. We both do wear the pants in the relationship. Another assumption is that you never feel depressed or insecure. That is totally false. I feel like at one point any person is going to be feeling vulnerable. I'm only human, so yes, it's totally normal to feel insecure. It's totally normal to feel depressed at times. You just gotta learn to cope with it. Bo plays such a big role. Like when I feel down about myself, he's the one that uplifts me. He doesn't ever break me down, and I feel like that's what makes me feel better about myself, because I could be feeling like the ugliest person in the world at that moment and he would tell me all the reasons why I'm the most beautiful woman in the freaking world. Or I could just be like super freaking sad and he just reminds me to like basically remember like why I shouldn't be sad, you know? So I feel like yes, at times guys, I do have my moments when I do feel insecure or depressed or sad, and I've just kind of learned to cope with it. And I have luckily an amazing partner to help guide me along the way, guys, because he is seriously my freaking rock. So another assumption is you always need to have your nails done, and guys, that is totally true. I always have to have my nails done. I have been used to wearing like long nails for so long now that if I break a nail or if I don't have nails on, I cannot function. There's girls out there that don't wear nails and they're so used to it that when they put nails on, they're so like not used to it. Well, I'm the opposite. I'm so used to having long nails that when I have short nails, it's kind of hard to adjust and adapt because I've always had long nails. Like I think I've been having nails for years and years, guys. I think I shortened it the last time I got it shortened, like when I just had Serenity, but they were still a little bit on the longer side. I can't even remember the last time I've had literally like no nails or like short nails. So another assumption is Serenity is your favorite child. You guys think that because you guys see her a lot more, but you guys got to remember Serenity is still my baby. She still requires so much of my attention that she's always stuck to me. So yes, when I'm vlogging or yes, when I'm taking a photo and she wants to take a photo, like she's there with me. I used to get this a lot back then when I had Damien, and back then I wasn't vlogging or anything. I was more just in like the Instagram world that I would always post photos of Damien when he was a baby. Now that he's grown up, I feel like it's more so Serenity, and it's unfortunate that, you know, I wasn't doing social media when JJ was a baby, because I would have flaunted him too like that. Ever since I deactivated my Facebook, like all that shit went to shit. Like when I went to reactivate it, I think it was deactivated for so long that I couldn't reactivate it anymore. So at one point when JJ was a baby, I would flaunt him. One point when Damien was a baby, I would flaunt him. And now that Serenity's a baby, I'm going to be flaunting her until the moment she no longer wants to be flaunted on. I don't know if that even makes sense. I feel like when kids grow up, they're just less dependent on their parents, so I can see why you guys feel that way. I don't have a favorite. I feel like all my babies are my life and I love them equally, that I cannot even choose like one or the other. That's crazy to me. I feel like they all matter the same amount and just as much. Another assumption is, why are you trying to be someone you're not? Stop acting like you're all that. Well, guess what? I am all that. Just kidding, guys. I feel like I am not trying to be something I'm not. If you guys have been with me since the beginning, you guys have known me to be like this. Basically, what you see is what you get with me. Bo has always lived with this saying, and I'm gonna just repeat it for you guys. So the only things that have changed is the clothes on my back and the shoes on my feet. I know my home friends can vouch for me that I have not changed, guys. I still remain the same old Maria Estella that I've always freaking been, guys. Don't get me wrong. Yes, to you guys, it might be that I've changed, because you got to remember that when we did start YouTube, I was more timid, I was more shy, I was more monotone. Like, it's scary getting in front of the camera, but now that I'm more comfortable with it, then yes, it's gonna come off like I'm more comfortable doing it. I have more confidence doing what I'm doing. But as far as me trying to be something I'm not, like, there's no way, guys. I'm always gonna be me, whether some of you guys like it or not. To me, I'm not gonna change who I am to please other people. I'm gonna be me, and if people love me by being me, then amazing. And if people don't, at the end of the day, like, I'm still gonna be me. I'm not gonna change because a few people don't like me. Another assumption is you don't clean your feet before getting into bed. Dude, that is a weird one, but I'm gonna go ahead and address it. So let me set this straight. I don't even go to bed without taking a shower, guys. I am a type of person that I do not like to have like deodorant, perfume, or all that like when I'm going to bed. I like to feel clean. I like my skin to feel fresh. Like, I like to go to sleep knowing that I'm freaking clean, guys. I do not go to bed without at least taking a freaking shower. If I do not take a shower before going to bed, I will feel so gross. I will sleep so uncomfortable. Since Bo has met me, that's always been me. Like, I always have to take a shower before bed. Don't get me wrong, I don't wash my hair every day, but even then, the days I don't wash my hair, I'll throw my hair up in a bun and I'll take a body shower, meaning I will wash my face in the shower, I will scrub my body and make sure I am fully clean. Another assumption is I thought you were a stripper. LOL. Not in a bad way. I feel like I get that so much. I don't know if it's because of my tattoos, I don't know if it's because of my boobs, like, I really don't know, but I've always given off that vibe of like stripper vibes. Maybe it is my big boobs, I don't know. So let me set this straight. I am not a stripper, but do not get me wrong, I am a stripper by night for my hubby. My mom has always preached to me, if you have a body, show it, as long as you are not showing your private areas. With that being said, guys, I've always just been used to like showing, you know, showing some skin. I'm not afraid to show skin. Like, that's always been a part of me. So if that's what gives off my stripper vibes, I don't know. Another assumption is you don't take hate comments well. There's always gonna be hate, always gonna be those people that have a negative opinion about you. You could always be that person that does right and people are still gonna have an opinion about you. Hate does get to me, so when I do read hate comments, it does bother me to a certain extent, but I remind myself that these are just comments from people that are just bitter. At the end of the day, they're still taking the time to be all up on my stuff, to go and comment something hateful, but they're still there watching me. So I feel like the hate just comes from them being truly unhappy with themselves. So I gotta remind myself constantly that it's not a personal issue with me, it's more of a personal issue within themselves. I feel like the haters are gonna hate regardless, and there's really nothing that I can do about it. Like I did mention, I'm not gonna change who I am to accommodate to those that don't really even care for me, because there's gonna be those people that already don't like you and you could do whatever and they're just not gonna like you at the end of the day. It's a personal issue within themselves and not with me. So another assumption is you can't live without Bo, and that is definitely not an assumption. I literally cannot live without Bo. Don't get me wrong, we do have our annoying moments to each other, but at the end of the day, we just still have like that love that we just can't be without each other. Babe, can you imagine your life without me?
No.
This is going to be the last assumption, guys. You don't like embracing your Hispanic side. I love you and support you though. I definitely feel like I live the best of both worlds. I am half Filipino and I am half Mexican. I grew up with both cultures. My dad is super Mexican that only speaks Spanish, and my mom is super Filipino that literally had to grow up and live like the American culture, but she also did grow up with having the Mexican culture in her as well, because my mom learned to pick up Spanish so well that that was our first language. So as far as people saying that I don't like to embrace my Hispanic side, I feel like I show more of my Hispanic side. I feel like my culture has been more the Hispanic side because I feel like my mom compromised so much to accommodate to my dad for them to even have a relationship. Like, my mom came to the United States only speaking Tagalog and English, so she had to pick up Spanish to learn to communicate with my dad. If anything, I feel like I don't really show a lot of my Filipino culture. I feel like I embrace more of my Hispanic. Not that I don't embrace my Filipino culture, it's just I didn't really grow up with that culture besides my mom's like superstitions, the food. We are close to like my mom's side of the family, which they're all Filipino. But as far as like I know more of like the Mexican culture than I do more of the Filipino culture. Filipinos and Hispanics do share like almost the same cultures, guys. It's pretty similar when it comes to like their style of living. So guys, this concludes today's video. I hope you guys loved it. Let me know if you guys do want me to do a part 2 to this video, because there was quite a bit of freaking assumptions y'all had about me. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. But before I do completely end this video, my winner to the giveaway and post notification shout out goes to Jennifer Reyes. Shout out to you, girl, and you should have received an email from me by now. And guys, for today's video, I am going to be doing another beauty products giveaway. So if you guys do want to be my next winner and post notification shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, have your post notifications on, hit the little bell, and comment down below showing some love. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.